The views, information, and opinions expressed during the following program are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent the views of Access Communications, its representatives, or its employees.
Check it out.
2025, much more by. It's RezX TV with
Tai Rain.
And I'm Brad Bellegarde. This is what counts. Welcome back on Access Now, RezX TV. A new year, new day, new episode on this Indigenous lifestyle show for
everyone.
That's you.
And you.
And sometimes why not others? Welcome back. We had Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate the time that you take out of your life to come just kick it here on the reservation on Access Now.
Yeah, Access
Yeah,
Now.
you remember when Jada was on here? Like, wrestling, we should have been that X-Pac,
Yeah,
X-Pac.
yeah.
So what's up? How was holiday season?
Wasn't too bad. Got to see family, got to see friends, gave gifts, ate turkey.
Did you burn it again?
No, I didn't.
Good,
Not this year.
Good. That's
because I didn't make it.
There you go.
I got cut off.
It's like growing up, Christmas was like a huge thing because you didn't have to go to school for me. It's like, but more importantly for me, it's kind of like our family. Not like I know your family is a huge family. We have a pretty humble family, but I think getting older is like the best parts about like holiday season is probably knowing that it's done.
Oh yeah. Having it all be over with and the house to be finally quiet and
totally. I remember like the year before you were born, 98, there was no snow on Christmas Day in Regina.
Yeah.
There's like grass everywhere. It was like, that was real weird. Now I think back to it, it's like, that's probably what it's like to grow up in Cali.
Yeah, well, at least they get a little bit of green and some sunshine. It was probably just like gray and awful here. Or was it sunny in 98?
Oh, there was no sun back then. There was no communication. You had to cup with a string in it to talk to people.
Just calling.
No, it was sunny. It snowed a couple of days after, but I remember it was real weird. It's like, what's your favorite holiday memory?
Favorite holiday memory? Oh, God.
One of them.
One of them. Well, my favorite holiday is actually...
Burning the turkey?
I was going to say, it's pretty spooky, Halloween. So out of all of them, I would say Halloween. That's my brother's birthday, and we'd always go out with the whole family, and we'd go trick-or-treating together, and that was fun. But for Christmas memories, I guess it's just getting together with the family and opening up gifts in the morning, What about you? What was your favorite Christmas memory?
Christmas memory, it was actually 2014. I remember this. Well, it was 2013 going into 2014. And we went with my kid and his mom and all their family on this huge bus trip down to like Disneyland.
Oh, that's exciting.
And you don't get this. So growing up here in Regina is like all my other friends, like my non-Indigenous friends, they like, their families will always go to like Disney World, Disneyland. I'm like, I'm going to Reserve. It's like, that was my Disneyland, and go pick some Saskatoon berries, So I was at that point where I'm like, I'm an adult, I have money to go to Disneyland, I dream,
Yeah.
So we get to Anaheim, wake up, first day we're there was like Christmas Eve, like waking them up. I'm like waking up. It's like 8 in the morning. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to sleep. I'm fine. I went by myself. I went across the street. We were at a hotel across the street. Went on a couple of rides. There was nobody there. Like I went around myself the whole area.
Yeah, so you got to go and just get the whole park to yourself.
And I came back at like 9 o'clock. I'm like, get up, okay, time to go. And then still, like my kid was like not as into it as I was.
Oh yeah.
But I was into it. It's like I went on this ride 5 times, went on that ride 5 times. It's like hot dogs. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it. It was called. It said be a wiener. and it looked like a Grammy Academy Award.
Oh.
But it was a hot dog,
yeah.
you know, it was a hot dog. Like, how much? Like,
Wait, a hot dog shaped like a Grammy?
no, like the sign was it. That would be awesome though, eh? Like a hot dog, Grammy hot dog. Like, I'd like to thank so.
Right, I was like, that's a perfect photo op.
Yeah, so I remember that, and it's like, I'm like, what? $25 for 2 hot dogs?
Was it the
I'm
best
like-
tasting hot dog of your life?
Yeah, because it was. I remember that day, and then I was like looking for. Couldn't smoke cigarettes there. I remember, so I'm like, I need gum, and they don't allow you to choose gum there.
Oh.
So I had to go to this gift shop, and they're like, here, there's some mints. I'm thinking I'd get some Tic Tacs or something. Collector Mickey Mouse.
Oh, and that was
And Goofy
probably
and,
at
you
least
know,
$30.
Yeah, the tin, like they were all shaped like that. It's like the stuff you don't want to eat, but just popping those, you know. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was probably like my.
Was
one of
the
my favorite-
Star Wars land there when you went?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, dang.
It
Are
was,
you a
yeah,
big
totally.
fan of that or no?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but it's like I was more interested in like just seeing celebrities and you know, and like
Yeah.
just doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like it's pretty cool. I think a close comparison for that would be spending Christmas when I was like 8 years old. There's this you weren't even thought of yet. Your mom and I were probably around the same age, so there was this show called A-Team. There's a new A-Team out, but
Oh,
they had
with
these. They
Mr.
had like
T.
they had like these like suction cup darts that would come out of the guns.
Okay.
And then my friend came over Christmas Eve, and he got to sleep Christmas Eve. Woke up, got to open up one of my gifts. So I opened up this one, and we shot down my parents' Christmas decorations a whole night. Oh, I remember like in the morning, he's like, I'm gonna go home.
It's like, okay, bye.
It's like, yeah, they all went to sleep. We're just shooting down everything that's like tinsel and
Yeah.
stuff. So, but those are cool. And like, I think moving forward now, it's like just seeing how other people like, other people actually try to unify a community is really cool. You know, it's like when I was your age, there was no, okay, we're gonna give you guys some Christmas gift cards or stuff like that, you know, from the reserves and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was more like, here's a turkey.
Yeah. Or it's like, here's
I was
a
like
ham.
12 years old,
That's
get a
what you
turkey.
get. Like, why do I want
I was
this?
like, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
Brad, we cooked your turkey for your birthday. No, but we do actually have some cool stuff going on with this episode. You know, it's like that. Don't hate.
Appreciate.
Yes, I was gonna say don't hate, motivate. You know, appreciate, whatever. It's all great. It was RezX TV, Access Now. I'm Brad Bellegarde,
I'm Tyrane.
and together we're together we're just your co-hosts here on RezX TV, Access Now. Happy New Year.
We just finished wrapping up the men's old age.
Golden age.
Golden age. I had old age pension on the. He was talking about pension and old age and
Not
it's
that
all-
sacred.
Now making a way to our grand entry. Let's give him a big round of applause. I give you our men's grass dancers. That's your style dancers. Hi-ya!
I bring greetings from the Standing Buffalo, Dakota Nation, Chief Roger Redmond. From Wood Mountain, Lakota, the Wood Mountain Lakota Nation, my oldest sister, Chief Ellen LeCain. Chief Fox from Pie Pot, Chief Tavada from Muscopheating, Chief Carolyn Wahobin from Nikanit. And I agree that one day this room will be empty from all our lives. and it'll be replaced with new representatives of our First Nations, representatives of the federal government, representatives of the Crown, the provincial government, towns, villages, hamlets, RMs. And imagine, in that time, they'll be talking about us. And they'll be gauging us if we did it right. If we're going to do it right.
Fancy style song, look 'em up.
Come on, break that friggin' neck bone.
Real six wings, pretty rocks with me. 204 where the cap, they be ready. Mainland, yeah, I'm rolling down my city. We from the slums, nah, it ain't pretty. Why you think you got us popping on the pill? Almost gone, gotta skip the next bill. Popping gone, now we can't pay the bills. Rather drown a whole bottle, now I'm Billy in my field.
Yeah, my name is Anthony Pasqua. My artist name is Big Tones. I'm from the OTO crew. I'm also a singer-songwriter. Just kidding. No, I do hip-hop music primarily. I do traditional singing as well, and a lot of youth work as well around the communities.
Cool. What do you want kids to know that are rapping? Like, what do you want them to hear in your lyrics?
I think I just want them to know that you're allowed to talk about the situation that you're in, or the situation that a lot of the people that you know have experienced and stuff like that. So when we talk about like the history of the Canadian government and things like that, it's important that we keep that alive by talking about it and talking about it. As well with that though, it's like, I also want people to know that it's okay to have fun and make music. Like, just because you make one type of music, you don't always have to make that type of music, you know what I mean? Just because you make a type of like, maybe activism music, it doesn't mean you can't have fun and make like some fun music or whatever it is, right? So kind of just to be authentic is the most important thing, and to speak good words is also really
And so very happy to say that I raised almost $20,000 myself for it. But I took it very serious.
Yeah.
And so I had a drag mentor, Katie Harry. Shout out to Katie Harry. And so
Katy Perry, but
Katie Harry, yeah. And so
Nice.
She really took me, and she was probably one of the best in the business. And so I got to learn and take it very serious What people don't realize is these drag artists, they are true artists to their passion, and they take it very serious. What might seem as a simple drag show, it's their life, right? And so I took it very serious, and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. And so when I did my very first drag show, I flipped the script on everyone. And so everyone thought I was going to be doing this Lady Gaga.
Well, it comes with the great partners and brand and presenting sponsor as well. It is a Go Hustle event to bring this.
Oh, that's the handshake of bros.
How you doing?
All right, thank you very much. So, good afternoon, everyone. How is everybody doing this afternoon? All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right, so thank you very much for joining me here this afternoon. Welcome to the Western Agrivision 2024. And again, I'm really honored to be invited back out here once again to share with you the special dance I'm going to share with you.
Another episode of RezX TV. We're here on location. Brad Bellegarde, one of your co-hosts, also known as InfoRed. Well, we're bringing a special treat here. Come take a walk with me. Right now, we're actually in the new location of the 306 Hip Hop Skate Shop. Merchandise, all this cool stuff. You need kicks, you need shoes. Right here. We're just gonna have some fun today because it is hip hop. You know, you had a little small shop before. But now he's going big on this stuff. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be taking a look around at everything, talk to a couple homies that I've met along the way, and really just have some fun with this. On Access Now, RezX TV, I'm your co-host, Brad Bellegarde. Let's come take a sneak peek over here. Skateboarding, anything that you need. But if you really want to see supercars, you come to a super shop. Brad Bellegarde, RezX, let's have some fun today. Booyah. That's super cool. You know, we're coming to the end of the season here, and I just want to say we're not rodeo participants, but we do like to toss words around. So I want to see you perform something, but I'm also going to perform something. You know, so we're going to wrap this little bit up here with some rap to follow. You know, at the same time, but I also have this segment that's called Snap Talk. Oh, so yes. For anybody that's tuning in right now, here on RezX TV Access Now, Snap Talk is just a little, Snap Talk with InfoRed, just a little piece of like me just to say what's on my mind about whatever it is, and just me just being me, you know, like Rick Mercer, the InfoRed way. Snap Talk, and then we'll get to Rap Talk, because I'm Brad Bellegarde, aka InfoRed, and
I'm Tai Rain.
And RezX TV is an Indigenous lifestyle show for all of y'all.
And everyone.
And everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Let's kick it. Yo, what up? This is Snap Talk with InfoRed. You know, Snap Talk, for those of you just tuning in, it's me telling the thoughts of info, what goes on in my mind. And right now, I'm not taking shots at no rappers, no MCs out there. I'm going to tell you something that's in my mind. It's been really weighing heavy on me. Now, for all the Indigenous rappers, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of every single one of you people that are out there doing what you do because you love it. But I have to say this. There comes a time when we can actually advocate by talking about the traumas of our people's past, our ancestors, the things we've gone through when it comes to colonization, you know, and what we're dealing with now. So stop writing music about it. Stop making songs about the traumas we've gone through and start advocating it. Go on publicity, go on different media places, use your social media platforms to talk about it. Don't make music about it, because there's this saying, there's this phrase that it's been around in my mind for a long time. You'll never get nowhere if you're always looking back. You know, so we got to start focusing on the future and talking about the past. Don't use your music, because in the big picture, when you're looking back on things, a lot of MCs right now, they don't talk about slavery. They don't talk about traumas that they went through, but they talk about it outside of their music. And that's what we got to be focusing on, unification, all of that, because the lifestyle of an Indigenous person is always going to be the same. We could talk about it. That's how we'll change the game. And we'll start talking about things that we want, not things that we had to go through. That's it. I'm InfoRed, Snap Talk. I'm done. Props to all you MCs out there. Props to everybody doing their music. There's no hate, not throwing shots. I'm just trying to expand minds and make us move forward to the next generation. That's it. I'm done. Boom.
I once told you that my tears drenched flower beds, forgotten and wilted, attempting to bring life into barren gardens, futile and fruitless, sowing seeds where I will never see the bloom, grieving rotted fruit, still picking at fermented flesh. I once told you that my tears water deserted plains, flowing freely into unquenchable earth. Decayed birch trees rest at my feet. Leaves crunch and break at the slightest touch. Clinging vines intertwined with barbed wire. Wilted roses with only thorns left to comfort. Grasping at sunlight only to be left burnt and blistered. I once told you that my tears filled swamps, guarded by dormant, jagged rocks, passive, stagnant, filthy waters used to fill broken cups. Held together in secrecy, no acknowledgement of the diseased carcass, cradled by our blood and our bones. Roots clinging to gifted trauma, gentle claws clasped into prayer, disguising monsters and sacrifices with silence. I once told you that my tears were used to repent, cleansing elderly wounds disguised by sweet smiles, only given in accomplishment. Embracing childlike wisdom, all while rejecting ancient sorrow. Tears of silence, filling oceans of grief, drowning in our own shame. Seaweed wraps around our legs in hopes that we may never spit out the salt water forced down our throats. Birds fleeing the nest, only able to sing while flying freely, unable to return for fear of clipped wings. Fallen angels weep, while sinners and demons alike feast.
What up, though? Info Ridiculous, aka InfoRed. Hooks, baby. The song's called Roses. Wake up and smell them, you feel me? Yo,
Lifestyles of a native in a nation filled with hate. It's getting harder nowadays to put some food up on my plate, so I'm hungry. Steady on the grind to eat a beat, writing scriptures from the future. Take your kids right off the street. Time has arrived to unify and stand together in the midst of all this chaos. We'll survive another winter, like we always do. History repeats. Let it echo through the valley. What I write is what I preach. So unique, my speech designed to teach and reach the youth a piece of you inside the minds of peeps, so we can keep it true. Steady on a hustle with a bustle on their backs to the chicken dances. What up? Bring that culture back. Satisfactory. Scripture from my faculty for family. Got a team the realest, how we kill it, ain't no fantasy. Sanity's demanding me to be the man I am, and the man in me is telling me to be the man I can. Voiceover, pen to the paper onto the end. Dark souls finding the light within what is said. This is for my people's unification is needed. Stop the infighting. Now is the time for us to believe it. It takes more than a little to fiddle with life's riddle. Stare it at a mountain to something brittle. Hoping that I've spoken it, broken beneath the stars. Speaking what we're reaching and seeking to be afar. It takes more than a little to fiddle with life's riddles. Staring at a mountain to something brittle. Hoping that I've spoken and broken beneath the stars. Speaking what we're reaching and seeking to peak afar. I came a long way from busting rhymes in the mirror to after party rocking microphones to make you hear. Hours upon hours of me rapping in your ears. You be like, why you still do it though? It keeps my mind clear and my feet planted, always grounded on this planet. Used to want the money, now it's knowledge, understand it or overstand it. Man, I'm smoother than the granite countertops up in the kitchen where some millionaires be stashing all the money, but I'm still right here. Kinda funny like that, cause I rhyme so clear. With love for my people, this is just a prequel. Soon we'll all be equal in the sequel, it ain't lethal. Moving about it when we shout it out together. Unity can live forever, you and me can make it better. But that's just a thought, no doubt. Let's pause for a moment while I stomp this out. While I stomp this out. Boom, hooks, baby, shout out AK. Yeah, hooks. It takes more than a little to fiddle with life's riddles. Staring at a mountain to something brittle. Hoping that I've spoken it, broken beneath the stars. Speaking what we're reaching and seeking to be afar. It takes more than a little to fiddle with life's riddles. Staring at a mountain to something brittle. Hoping that I've spoken it, broken beneath the stars. Speaking what we're reaching and seeking to peak afar. Boom, RezX TV, Info Ridiculous. Peace.
If you'd like to share your feedback on the program you just watched, contact us today